Hey, yo, we locked in. It's due season. It's your boy, Carl Anthony, and welcome to the Man Cave. Um, Before I start, y'all know what I'm about to say. Smash the like button. You know, leave a comment. Help me out for the YouTube algorithms, man. I want this video to be seen by the masses, if possible. Um, yeah, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, man, and we're going. We're gonna get there soon. I'll keep on, churning out this content. Hopefully, it's adding some value to your life. Um, yeah, today, over the last few days, I've been talking about uh, developing mental toughness, um, finding your why, your passion, and learning how to dominate and crush the competition, right? Today, how positivity affects success in life. Okay? So, like I said, this is not just about money. It's not just about, it's just about your overall lifestyle, right? And your positivity, your outlook, and your mindset. So, if you think about it like this, and this all ties into everything, on a daily basis, you need to wake up with a feeling of gratitude. Wake up with a feeling of gratefulness. Wake up with a feeling of hopefulness. Um, Expect the best, right? When you expect the best comes to you. When push out the negativity and bring in the positivity, you reap positive things. Um, Two positives equal positive, but a positive and a negative equals a negative, okay? Now, every day, if you're dealing with like depression as a man or a woman, the things you say to yourself in the morning, the things you do in the morning are going to determine, like, the way you feel about things. Like, if you start your morning off happy and doing, some of those, you know, exercising, meditating, praying, what you're going to do is you're going to change your vibration early in the morning so that you can, basically conquer the day in the right way. Now, if you're dreading waking up, you know, like if you dread waking up, you dread, getting out the bed, you dread doing your morning workout, you dread if you wake up with a feeling of dread, you're not going to have a productive day. So you got to think about like the real effects of how your mind is when you first wake up. Wake up and smile. Wake up and say thank you. Thank you to the Most High, to the Creator. You know, you know, wake up and scream, man. Shout like, yes, I'm awake. I'm alive. Just those different mental shifts right there can set your day on the right path. You got to do things like that so that, it can enhance your feeling, man. Like, you ever seen somebody walking and you can tell they're having a bad day? You can tell they're having a bad day. So they're vibrating a certain energy of just blah, right? As a man, you being alpha, if you want to be alpha, man, you got to have some kind of positivity, man. I'm not saying walking around all hunky dory, but like you gotta have some kind of positivity going on in order to, project your alpha presence. Because, being alpha does not come off as depressed. Um, it comes off as confident. In order to be confident, you need to be positive. In order to be positive, you got to think positive. So learn how to keep your vibration at a certain level, man. And look, some days are going to be harder than the others. Some days you're not going to really feel like having this, great attitude, but you got to push through that. Because you are what you think about the most, right? So if there's an issue, mentally going on with you, if you dwell on the bad part of that issue, it's going to affect how you go about your day. So think positive, change your mindset, man. Anytime you have a negative thought, immediately change that thought. I mean, like literally, like stop it in its tracks and say, okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna reshape that, and I guarantee you'll feel better. Seriously, let me tell you, since this whole demic been going on, it was a time where I thought I was feeling a little, I guess, sick, and part of me was like, is this in my mind? I think it was in my mind, because all I did was I would say some affirmations to myself that I'm healthy, I'm healed, I'm immune, I'm blessed, I am walking in favor, and I would say it about 5 times in a row, and I would smile, and I would feel better, literally, like right away. I think you hear, that's why I had to break away from the news of all the, the deaths and the, people in hospitals and things like that, because I think it starts to, affect you. Your mental state can create dis-ease in your body, So you gotta learn how to break away from the matrix, learn how to feed your brain with positive thoughts and information, so that you won't be affected by the stresses of the world and the media hype train that wants to feed you nothing but the nonsense. Like, if you think about media, of course they'll tell a feel-good story because it's good for the ratings, but they like to dwell on the negative. They dwell on the negative. And think about it. And just 20 years ago, they would never show death on the news, right? They may speak about it, but they never showed it. Now, with the advent of social media and camera phones and things like that, they have allowed people dying to be shown on TV. And I'm not speaking about the television. Of course, we know television programs, they do that. But I'm speaking about the news, like actual real deaths, not Hollywood stage deaths. It's something about seeing people in real life actually die or actually being shot at. It does something to your brain. It brings trauma to you and fear, and you allow that to set in, and it affects you whether you know it or not. And you may shrug it off, especially if you're a black person and you grew up in a hood, and you understand that people die all the time. It's one thing to know that people die all the time, but it's another thing to see it, just to watch somebody on Facebook Live, as they're in their neighborhood and they get shot on Facebook Live and they die. Like, you used to not be able to see stuff like that. Those things affect us whether you know it or not, and you deal with this PTSD and trauma, and it affects your life. It really affects your life. So you got to break away from the things that are poisonous in your brain. Like YouTube. The good thing about YouTube is that if, let's say, you have the tendency to watch certain types of videos, where it's videos like mine or anybody else's. If you're watching business videos from like Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or things like that, you're going to start getting suggested more videos in that direction, in those frames of thoughts. So the good thing about that is, if you're still on YouTube and you're clicking, it'll most likely point you in the direction of those types of videos. And on the opposite side, if you're viewing a lot of negative content, guess what? You're gonna get a lot of negative content in your algorithm. So that's the crazy thing about algorithms, man. They really, go with the way you think and the way they think you want to think. Like, they say, oh, he likes these types of videos, let's keep feeding him more of these types of videos, and then you end up down the rabbit hole looking at a bunch of stuff that's not doing anything to help you. Okay? So control as best as you can what you feed into your brain as far as music and the videos and images that you put in your body and in your vision and your brain. The food you eat, like, you know, man, eat healthier food so that, you know, your mind can react better to the stuff that you're digesting. You know, if you're eating bad foods, man, it's easier to have a bad energy. You know, the Bible says, "Ask and it shall be given; seeking ye shall find; knocking the door shall be open." That's law of attraction. The Bible says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." Right? Law of attraction. As a man thinketh. Right? It says, "Life and the death is in the power of the tongue," the things you say. So if you're saying stuff like "I'm broke," "I'm sick," I'm this," "I'm that," then guess what? That's what you're going to be in some capacity, right? So learn to speak a certain language that's going to edify your life and not destruct you. You know, it's not going to be self-destructive. You don't want to say anything that's self-destructive. You want to say things that edify who you are and not bring you down. You want to read things. You know, shout out to one of my new subscribers for suggesting Dale Carnegie, you know, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and then Simon Sinek, you know, The Power of Why. I think that's what it's called. You know, those are the type of books that are going to help, you know, like, you know, you go in the way that you really want to go, right? You just got to think. Do your best, man. It's a constant journey. We out here, and if you want to live the best life that you can possibly live while you're here on this earth, man, make it happen for yourself, okay? Faith without works is dead, right? So belief is nothing if you're not doing nothing towards your belief. It's not real belief until you're actually doing something with it. You can't just say a bunch of affirmations and then sit there and wait for everything to happen. No, it doesn't work like that. It's not some kind of magical genie lamp, okay? You can't pray to God and say, "Hey God, help me get a job." Sure. Did you apply for anything? You know, did you brush up on your skills? Did you get certified in anything to help you get a job? No, you didn't. So how are you going to get a job? You think God's just going to say, "Hey, oh, he asked me for a job. Here's a job." No. Faith without works is dead. All right, people? So that's it for today. Like and subscribe once again. I'll be back, you know, working on doing this every day. You know, dominate 1,000 subscribers. Got to get to that very soon. So it's your boy, Carl Anthony. Peace.